Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Walker to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Will we see more offensive firepower on display, or will the defenses finally find their footing? We're ready to go here in the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Back to pass. Grab near the marker. It's James. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
How about this? These guys are going for two. Looking to throw. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. A lot of time left to line up for an onside kick. I mean, you're risking giving up really good field position. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Quickly complete. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds. LSU right back to the line.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The offense down to the 25 now, 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Van Buren. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great, and as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
Wants to keep it in the air. Bears the pressure. Deep shot for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
And that's going to make the defensive coordinator happy because he's just hoping his defense can get off the field there on 4th down. Just get a stop, get a tackle, bat the ball away. We're going to pick it off, and we're going to take it to the house. Great play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
The run from the shotgun. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. The Tigers are in the hurry-up. Looking for a man. It's Van Buren. Can't make the grab on 3rd down, and that is a rare drop for this guy.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
The kick is on its way. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his man. It's James. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night.
The defense has been all over this quarterback all game long. It's almost as if they know where he's going to throw. That now, the 3rd interception he's thrown.
And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Takes a handoff. It's Berry. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. As a result, they lose yardage.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run it from the gun. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He's going to fire deep. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Al, that is huge. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. everything hasn't been bad. Turning it on. Bulldozes his way through.
Well, that's a really good-looking physical run. I'll tell you, when you think of Notre Dame football, too, you think of all the great coaches they've had, Eric Parsegian, Newt Rockne, Lou Holtz. Those guys would love what they're seeing right now. 3 yards in a cloud of dust, wearing the defense down, running the football when they know you're going to do it. This is Notre Dame football to a T.
Gashing the D on the right. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. They are really clicking along, first and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Walker will fire. Wide out trying to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Try to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Irish.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
They'll line up to go for 2. He'll set up to throw. Quickly complete. He gets the 2-point conversion, and we've got a ball game. They're down by 7. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Combs. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. This time it's complete. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking to throw, it's Van Buren. Scrambling away. Throws into the middle of the field. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. They make the stop, but a big pickup thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. They just keep firing. He's not afraid to go deep. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Bringing it back. He's inside the 40, the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form the wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
And here's the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He wants to change this route. To the air on first down. On over the middle. It's buried. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. He's got it. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage and got it out to the 41 with the first down. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Wants to throw on first down. Steps away to find some room. Uncorks one to the middle. For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41.
That QB might want to register as a 501c3. With the amount of donations he is making to the other team right now, interception number 4 now, putting his team in a bad position time and time again. We might want to start thinking about a change here.
Looking to throw on first down. On the run, still looking. Rolling, throwing, looking right. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. They'll immediately call timeout.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Motion from the back. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Throws to the wideout. And it's his 4th interception of the game. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum. It plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not good.
He's got it along the sideline. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw, it's Van Buren. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think this.
There he goes. keep the momentum going. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Fighting off the defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Going to swing it on second down. They're working that left side. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you. Running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Walker to throw. Here's a heat. He wants it all. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it, just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on that second down.
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
First down here for the offense. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Sends it downfield. Nearly another interception. It'll be second down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Makes the grab on third. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up fourth down.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Converts on fourth down. Still going. Oh, he's got some space. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. Give to the running back. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy, and he's able to get the tackle for loss.
Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one is 2nd and 14. Looking for a man. It's Van Buren. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. You string together a few games like this, and all of a sudden you're pursuing Jamar Chase for that single-season receiving record.
And pursuing some postseason hardware, too, baby. Like, you're trying to be the best receiver in football. You're trying to be an All-American, and it's plays like this that starts getting that pub going, the hype train going, and at the end of the year, you want to be like, best receiver in football? Where's he from? Baton Rouge.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. And the Tigers headed quickly to the line.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch.
Throws toward the end zone. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
Gives it on the option. On the move at the 30. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
They'll give it to him again. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Sends it back in motion. Walker will fire. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's cut.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Unloads to the right. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A 4th down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big 4th down conversion here in the 3rd quarter to give yourself some life in a tight ball game.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. We've been treated to an aerial show by these 2 guys so far as you check out their numbers. These 2 teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. On the run, it's James. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. Walker to throw. Fires to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete.
got to give the defense credit, man. They've won the day, especially against the pass. They've gotten to the quarterback. They've hit him. They forced him to throw up his back foot on that one. They've had 3 interceptions in this game. What a day for this defense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Right on the money. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Live by the blitz, get hit with a chunk play on the blitz too, especially if you're man up on that dude.
And you know what? You lose some battles, especially to receivers like this who are so elite. You're going to lose some of those, but I'm still going to be aggressive. I'm still going to play man. I'm still going to have to bring some blitzes. So I look for this defense to stay aggressive and maybe give that guy a smidge more attention.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll move the tight end. Defense in press coverage. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now he's going for a big play downfield. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Great place to start for this offense. The inside handoff. Runs for the tackle. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He has the first and still on his feet. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a 1-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
On first down from the 13-yard line. Gets the back moving. They'll run the toss. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to Pater.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Well, you got to think in his mind right now, ball security is at a premium, right? He's had a problem with that earlier in this game, but with the lead now late in the game, yards aren't as important as taking care of the football. I think he's doing a better job of that now late.
Man, did the defense need the stop. Great job getting the third down stop. They needed to force a punt. They got to get their offense the football back so they have a chance in this football game. Really nice execution by this defense.
They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a one-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Irish! They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Combs. Drills him with the stiff arm. Across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds, and that's where the offense will go to work. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Back to pass, it's Van Buren. Looking deep down the right side. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the middle. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions.
He's going to let it go. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Can't make the catch on third down, and the rarest of drops for this guy. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Right down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Knocked down at the 43-yard line, and the interception has him set up in plus territory. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. A handoff, keep working on that clock.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Caught close to the marker, it's Gilbert. Breaks into the open. Made make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Wide receiver comes in motion. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They'll keep it on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Walker will fire. Buying some time. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. The Tigers backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. Creates a little space. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes along.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.